Hey there.
Hey, youngster. Still hanging about Primm, huh? Now, your guess is as good as mine. You might luck upon someone who's a natural-born sheriff. I heard of one fella what got himself locked in that NCR jailhouse up I-15, and maybe that ain't the best credential, but a sheriff's a sheriff. I imagine the NCR would be able to bring some law to the town, too, but from what I seen, they barely got the firepower to protect themselves. Finally decided to make yourself useful, huh? If you can bring the law back to Primm, we'll all be in your debt. Sure, have a look. Another satisfied customer. Later.
Howdy. Howdy.
Hey there.
Howdy. Never gets old when something blows up. You eyeballing me?
Any lawman that comes after me won't have it easy.
You eyeballing me?
Hey there, girlie. You here to party with the powder gangers? Yeah, all right. Figure you could help us out the way you helped out Cobb's crew over in Good Springs. Yeah, whatever.
Damn, running low on smokes again.
Didn't know anyone would willingly walk into this place. Not unless they were looking for trouble. What's your story? Right now, Eddie and his boys run the place. They've got the guns and the dynamite, so they call the shots. I understand that Cook was behind it all. I kept my head down the whole time. Didn't want any part of it. I stuck around, figuring the NCR would show up and put things back the way they were. No sense in making myself look guilty, right? Some kind of anti-NCR rebel. Some people just don't like being pushed around and told what to do. He went north with some of the other guys. Didn't say where. Didn't say why. All I know is he's got some kind of score to settle with the NCR. I was a sheriff, believe it or not, for a small town far to the west of here. Short version is that sometimes justice is a little slow. And I helped speed it up one too many times. I'm not sorry for anything I did, but I will do the time. Fair enough trade if you ask me. Assuming an NCR pardon comes with the job, and it had better. I also need to be able to do things my own way. Due process has its place. But sometimes it's just a waste of time. I'll need to know that I'm not going to end up right back in prison. All right then. Guess I'll just make a quiet exit. No need for a goodbye party or anything. Never gets old when something blows up.
Gotta wonder why the NCR hasn't come for us. Heard there was a new face around. I'm the doctor around here. Sort of. I was an NCR medic for 6 months, so I'm not exactly a doctor. Still, it's more medical training than any of the other guys here. It also gives me an excuse to stay out of any raiding parties. The gang can't lose its only doctor now, can it? Medical supplies go for a decent amount of caps in the right markets. I figured the quartermaster wouldn't notice any missing. I was wrong. Let's see. I've been a farmhand, a bouncer, a bandit, and an NCR trooper. I don't recommend any of them. The location by the highway makes it a good spot to shake down any travelers passing through. That's why Eddie and the rest are still around. Me, I like having big walls between myself and the wasteland. One night, there was a big explosion from the other cell block. I had no idea what was going on, so I took cover in my bunk. When it was all over, the guards were dead and we were free. Most of the other prisoners scattered, but a few of us stuck around, obviously. Later.
If it weren't for Cook, we'd still be slaving away for the NCR.
Hello.
Hey.
Hey. Morning.
Dawes said he let somebody in. So you going to give me a reason not to kill you and throw your body back outside? This is Powder Ganger territory, my territory. Most of the guys around here understand that. One, Chavez doesn't. Chavez formed his own crew and have been hitting traitors on their own. Everybody I've sent after him either got killed or weren't able to catch him. That leaves you. What do you say? Chavez is the ringleader. Without him, his crew will fall apart, and I don't give a shit about those guys. Good. Chavez and his boys were last seen south of here. If you're lucky, and he's careless, he might still be there. Why do you care? Answer, you shouldn't. I don't feel like trading life stories. It was all Cook's idea. He and his boys managed to swipe some dynamite and hide it away in their cells. The rest of us just tagged along. Cook's crew headed north while the rest of us stuck around for payback. The NCR called it a work-release prison. We lucky prisoners got the privilege of fixing up the rail lines and blasting rock for new lines. They got sloppy, though. Some of us managed to hide away some dynamite, and look who's in charge now. One mean son of a bitch. Really truly hates the NCR for some reason. And he got a lot of the other guys around to his way of thinking. He and his crew went north. I heard talk about some sort of big plan to get back at the NCR, but haven't seen them since. Yeah, get out of here.